Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Ride1Up 700 series. Let's check it out. The Ride1Up 700 series is nearly as close to the ideal commuter e-bike as you can get from the way I see it. First of all, it comes with all of the stuff that many companies hold back behind a paywall so they can upcharge for accessories. You get included LED lighting, included alloy fenders, and a really nice rear rack. I know some people say that you don't really need fenders or a rack included and that those that want them can add them, but I find these parts so useful that I consider them necessary equipment for a commuter e-bike. Fenders are critical in rainy areas, and even dry environments have the occasional puddle to ride through, and considering the bike is IP65 rated, the company knows that a lot of people are going to be getting it wet. Also, a good rear rack like this that is already designed to accept pannier attachments really opens the door to commuting with extra stuff or even picking up groceries on the way home. Other components also seem like smart choices on the bike, like the Schwab Moto X tires. They're 2.4 inches, so they add some nice cushion and they have a big old contact patch with the road. Between those and the 100 millimeters of travel on the front fork, there's a lot of shock absorption going on here. Then check out those dual piston hydraulic disc brakes, which I love for their strong performance and low maintenance, and that 8-speed Shimano drivetrain. Now the derailleur is a Shimano Acera, which yes is not the nicest piece of kit out there, but let's get real. It's more than enough for 95% of us that do real-world commuting each day. And dropping down to an 11-tooth cog for the highest gear also helps make sure we don't run out of gear ratio at top speed. Considering the top speed of the bike is 28 miles an hour, a tall gear ratio is important. Just as important as having a high top speed for commuter use, in my opinion. If you want to stick to the 20 mile per hour throttle limit, that's fine, but I like being able to go faster when I need it. Sometimes you find yourself on the side of a 45 mile an hour road, and you're pretty darn happy to go as fast as you can to reduce your exposure time. The pedal assist unlocks that 28 mile per hour top speed, and the bike loves traveling that fast, especially with those awesome street tires. The 500 watt motor actually pulls closer to 1000 watts peak thanks to a 22 amp controller, and so high speeds or hill climbing are no problem at all for the 700 series. Now it will eat into your range if you travel at high speeds all the time. The battery on board is a 48 volt and 14 amp hour pack with 672 watt hours of capacity. That's around average for these types of commuter e-bikes. Now they claim around 30 to 50 miles for the 700 series, which of course is only achievable on the top end in the lowest pedal assist level. The 30 mile end of that range is more representative of throttle riding or level 5 pedal assist riding. Even so, 672 watt hours is plenty of battery for most commutes. Most people can recharge at work if necessary, though most people also won't need to recharge at work because it's pretty rare to have a commute of over 30 miles round trip, and those that do probably are not doing it on a bike. I know the few people that do will call me out in the comment section, and I thank both of you for saying something. But the fact is that the vast majority of us are going to be fine with 30 miles of range on the low end. And if the price to pay for having just an average sized battery is that I get it neatly tucked up into the frame like this, that's fine by me. In fact, the entire aesthetics of the Ride1Up 700 series is fine by me. They really did a nice job of building a normal looking bike here. From the colorway to the battery integration, and even extra touches like this cable management. Just look at how clean those cables look, all bundled up in spiral wrapping. And that color LCD screen. Each of these things is just a few extra bucks, but it's nice to see that they went above and beyond on these parts. Now that I've done a bunch of gushing though, let me tell you what I don't like as much. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of the left side thumb throttle. I'm a right side throttle guy myself. Call me old-fashioned, but that's just how I was raised. I do get why they went with this though, because the right side of the bars has those trigger shifters. But then, why not go with the right side half-twist throttle, the undisputed king of throttle types, and I will fight you if you disagree. Next, there are some other parts that I like to call nice-to-haves. A torque sensor would have been nice to have. Ride1Up did put one on their limited e-bike, so it would have been cool to see it here. But those kind of nitpicky things, yeah, I can find them, but the fact of the matter is this is a really nicely designed and spec'd e-bike, even before you consider the price. But then when you see it's priced at just $1,695, you start to realize what a deal that is. There are plenty of e-bikes at this price, but that don't give you things like the hydraulic disc brakes, or that charge you extra for fenders or a rack, or that are not water resistant, or have ugly bolt-on batteries, or any number of other little details that often get left out, but that Ride1Up ensured to include. So while there are only a few areas that I can try and ding the bike on, the fact of the matter is this is really an awesome option in the commuter space. It's fast, it's comfortable, it's nice looking and well equipped, and the fair price seals the deal in my opinion.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the Ride1Up 700 series. If you did, why don't you give this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.